Hello, I'm WBZ TV meteorologist Barry Burbank. I have your forecast for today and the next several days. Let's first things first start off with the pollen report. It's that time of the year. Ragweed season is here along with other weeds. It's certainly not good for the next, certainly a long time, because we usually are affected by ragweed right into the middle part of September anyway. But it looks like without any cleansing rains coming up for the next several days, the ragweed level is certainly going to be in the high side, and that's the main allergen right now. Looking at the 90-degree days in Boston over the last several years, one of the big years was back in 2010. We had 25 days at 90 or higher. 2013 was another big year. 2016 was a big year. We thought this year was not going to be a big year, but it's turning out to be a big year, especially if we get 3 more coming up this upcoming week, and that's entirely possible in Boston. We'll have to see if any sea breezes set in to stop that from happening, but right now it favors land breezes and it favors hot weather even at Logan Airport. And Logan Airport has only had one heat wave this summer. That's a little surprising knowing how hot the last couple of months have been, but a lot of the above average temperatures have been caused by the temperatures at night, which have been so high, creating such uncomfortable conditions for sleeping. We've only had one heat wave, June 29th to July 1st this year, so we're going to have another one this upcoming week. Probably going to be about 3 days again. And last year we had 3 sets of 3-day heat waves, and that's about it. Nothing longer than that. And last summer was definitely cooler than this summer has been. Then we go back to 2016, was a big year, but there was only one heat wave, but it was 6 days long there. So anyway, those are some of the recent heat waves. No real heat over this weekend, but pleasant temperatures as it goes up to the low and middle 80s, and that's a little bit above the average for the tail end of August. This is the final weekend of August, and it looks like we'll be in the low and middle 80s again tomorrow. And as far as highs today, the heat's starting to build up through the Plain States, heading through the Mississippi Valley, and destined for the Midwest tomorrow, and then into New England Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. There's the Triple H coming our way. There are a few showers and storms along this warm frontal boundary here, but it doesn't look like we have much of a chance of any showers or storms the next few days. Although as the disturbance causing these showers comes along tomorrow, there'll be some across New York State and perhaps a few moving into western New England, but nothing here in the east. So today we see varying amounts of high cloudiness. I don't think this model here is really showing enough high cloudiness which is going to be coming through, but a lot of it is so thin we won't be it won't be interfering with the sunshine for the most part. It'll just be filtering it a little bit. Then for beach and boating for today, it's really just perfect. And you can repeat this again for tomorrow. It should be in the upper 70s and lower 80s at most beaches, as the wind will probably be no higher than 10 to 15 miles an hour. Good for boating as well. The tide is low in the early morning, and in the late afternoon we have midday high tides the next couple of days. Water temperatures continue 66 to 74. And the wave heights are also down to only 1 to 2 feet, which lessens the risk of any rip currents over the next couple of days anyway. The dew point trend, well, that's going to be going up over the next few days. Comfortable today in the lower 60s, not changing too much tomorrow, mostly in the low 60s, 62 to 64. Then by the time we get to Monday afternoon, it'll be up to 68, and Tuesday and Wednesday, dew points 73, 72. That means it's going to be oppressive humidity. Now we have a full moon coming up tonight. It's exactly full at 7:56 tomorrow morning, but by then it'll be already set here in New England. But it's called the green corn moon, also called the sturgeon moon, also called the red moon this month. And it will be, again, full tonight. And so that means when the moon rises 7:21, it should be quite beautiful. Now, with some leftover haze caused by the smoky atmosphere from the smoke emanating from those fires out in western Canada, it may make for kind of a colorful sunrise, a moonrise. And also tomorrow night as well. Both nights should feature mostly clear sky or just a bit of high cloudiness maybe filtering in there just a little bit. But love it when we have these bright moonlight nights, especially on full moons, especially in the summertime when you can get out and enjoy it. Lows tonight, mid-50s to mid-60s again, similar to last night. And there'll be areas of fog once again forming in some valley areas, the river valleys, some parts of southeastern Massachusetts could get some more fog like there was this morning. High temperatures tomorrow about the same as today or just a tad higher in spots. And looking ahead beyond that, well, we go into 90 territory, 90 on Monday, and mid-90s on Tuesday and Wednesday. Those clearly will be the 2 hottest days of next week. And with humidity becoming oppressive, it's going to be a stifling, sweltering week for sure. A front comes down on Thursday, and it cools it off by later in the day, and Friday and Labor Day weekend will be cooler. And although initially turning drier, it looks like it may turn more humid again later next weekend for Labor Day weekend. That's the way it looks right now. Have a nice day and have a nice weekend.